other guys who playing our building, MetLife, because that shit is our building. The Jets.
Thanks.
I don't know. I'm not sure what to think of the Jets, man. I'll be honest with you. One week I'm like, oh, they're trash. The other week I'm like, oh, they could go to the playoffs.
Mhm.
You know, obviously they lost Aaron Rodgers. You know, that's a hell of a fucking loss. You know what I'm saying? That'll fuck your whole season up.
Shit.
Zach Wilson, you know, they was killing him.
Oh yeah.
But give him credit. He went into Denver under a lot of fucking pressure. You know, he played good in the Kansas City game, but he goes into Denver under a lot of pressure. And it was somewhat of an ugly game, right? It wasn't beautiful. He did some good things. He did some bad things. But like I said, I'm not sure what to think about the Jets. I'm still, you know, still on the fence about them. Ed, talk to me about the Jets. What's your assessment on them thus far, and what do you think about them moving forward, man?
The Jets winning the Super Bowl now. I'm just fucking with that.
100%. Open the window. I'm out.
Yeah, fuck it. When y'all jump out, I'm gonna close it.
That's it.
You gonna close it and go sit back down.
That's it.
I'm gonna sit back down. Like these niggas is smiling.
This nigga Aaron Rodgers coming back early from the Achilles. They make it go.
Let's go.
Yo, we about to trade for Michael
Aaron
Irvin.
Chuck is gonna sew his own fucking Achilles back up. He'll be out there next week. Let's go.
No, but also real shit. I agree too. I'm on the same boat with you. It's like the Giants. I mean, the Giants. See, we spoke so much about Giants. I still got Giants in my head. The Jets. They you can see the defense is getting like to that defense they were last year because you know Zach did what he had to do, but he to me I felt like he had a bad game because he didn't even throw a touchdown. He just did what he had to do to get the team into score position. But shout out to
he game managed in your opinion.
Yes, game managing, yes. But shout out to the brightest spot on that team is Breece Hall coming back from that injury last. He is killing. That boy is balling, bro. He's
what they call him? Breece Lightning.
Yeah, Breece Lightning. You know what I mean? He's Beast Mode 2.0.
That's a dope ass nickname.
Breece Lightning, yo. He had what? He had 22 carries, 177 yards, and he ran for a 72-yarder. Just bolted on them, you know.
And he almost caught another one. Remember the other one? He cut back, and I think the DB just caught his leg, and he was like,
out again. Yeah, exactly. So that dude is a bright spot. Shout out to him. You know, they don't even need Cook because he came back so healthy. He
ain't doing shit.
He ain't doing nothing. Like we could use that motherfucker for trade bait. You know what I mean? And you know, the only bad thing is that Zach is not really moving the ball. He's game managing, like you said, but he's not really moving the ball because he has some offensive weapons, man. You got Garrett Wilson out there, you know, Lazard, Conklin. You got all these guys. I heard recently that Hardman, they're not even using Hardman at all. I
think they're gonna trade.
Yeah, they're gonna.
And I thought that Hardman would be like a really good red zone threat. Yeah. I thought they could use him, but for whatever reason, I'm you're hearing like rumors and shit. I don't know how true this is, but like he's not working hard. He's slacking off. That's why he can't get on the field. But go ahead, man.
I mean, do you blame him though? Like if you had if your quarterback was Zach Wilson, and you come into the Jets because you think Aaron's going to be the guy throwing you the ball. And, Aaron is known for the 4 or 5 wide receiver sets because he used to do it in Green Bay a lot. You know what I mean? You come to this team, like, you see Zach Wilson, like, are you going to put it all when the kid can't do shit? You know what I mean?
That was the narrative last year on him. Like, fuck him. They was all wearing a Mike White jersey. Remember this one wearing a Mike White jersey?
Yeah.
And he was arrogant. He had the headband on the whole bit, right? We talked about this last week. Yeah. But this year, I think
he matured.
And I think they're rallying around him. You saw Lazard and Cobb come up to him at the end of the game. I feel like they're trying to uplift him. They're trying to prop him up. They're trying to give him that confidence. You know what I'm saying? And it's translating a little bit. I'm on the fence about Zach, so I'm not sure what he is, man.
Zach's still not that guy, bro. He's still not that guy. I'm sorry to cut you off, Cash.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that.
He has more intos than touchdowns. You know what I mean? 5 intos, 4 touchdowns. He's just not that guy, bro. He's just not that guy. He's a good quarterback. I won't even say good. He's not even decent. He's just that type of guy, like to set you up in certain positions for your running back. Like, if he does whatever he has to do, like little shakedown throws here and there, and just give the fucking ball to Breece and let Breece do what he do, then they could go somewhere. And I know their second half of the season, they got an easy ass schedule. You know what I mean? So that could probably help them out a little bit because mostly the defense. But look who they just lost. Didn't they lose another offensive lineman, Vera Tucker?
Vera Tucker. You know what I mean? Big fucking loss.
You know what I mean?
He's so fucking you know how much of a loss that is? He can play both sides. He can play right or left. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's versatile. But
Exactly.
Q, I want you to chime in on this. What are we talking about here, man? Jets.
Remember, I was watching that game. I was like, yo, I want to fucking go on tonight. So I was go on tonight. Game had me hyped because it's fucking after the Giants game. Plus, I was a little tipsy from the wedding. But what I do see, yo,
a little.
He was on point. He was on point. I can't lie. He was on
point.
Supposed
to be tipsy at a wedding. Absolutely.
He was lit. He was lit, but he was on point. He was on point. I'm like, yo, I was laughing. I'm sorry. I know Q gotta say his take, but just for shits and giggles, I was laughing because Cash was trying to test you, Q, and Q was like, yo, I'm on point. I was like, yo, I'll keep it a buck. I didn't see this game, I didn't see that, but this nigga had this many yards, this touchdown. I was like, yo, man, Q.
I was making shit up just so we didn't have to do it. Yo. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, how many Gatorades did a water boy bring out after the first quarter? I was giving this again.
Yo, my man Q was on point like hard nipples that day. I was like, yo,
he was on point. He was on point.
Yo, man, you gotta stay when you do.
That's a pause, by the way.
We always on point, man. We always on point. Drunk Sports Talk. But what I did see is, I definitely think the team, Corral, like you said, Cash. I think the team they're starting to actually not believe in him, but they're starting to believe in each other. Mm-hmm. And that's when you can take an average quarterback, because you don't need a superstar quarterback to win games, man.
True that.
Like, a lot of people don't understand. You do not need that. In my opinion, it's the defense that wins these games. And then the average quarterback could just take you to score a touchdown or two. That's it. Don't need to go crazy. 260 yards. Yo, let our running backs do what they got to do. Maybe 150 combined rushing yards and just take it there and let the defense show it out and fucking hold on to the ball. That's Giants ball right there. But I do see the game slowing down for Zach Wilson. I do, even though he threw that interception. I do see him slowing it down. He went 19 for 26. That is a great way to put it. Bad. Yeah, that's not that bad. I feel like he's probably starting 199 yards. Like that's not that bad. Maybe next week, let's try to get you to 250. But then again, he could have probably threw 300 this week if Breece Hall didn't fucking run 177. You know what I mean? We got to put that in perspective too. You don't really need to throw over 200 or any interceptions if you got Breece Hall just fucking running it down your fucking throat, bro. And then your defense is over here scoring pick sixes and fumbling, and you know what I mean? Like it's just an insane dynamic. And then it's kind of sad because it almost makes you think like, what would have really happened if Aaron Rodgers was here, number one, and number two, is Zach Wilson going to improve? Zach Wilson still needs to improve. He's seeing greater things. He's making better decisions on the field. He's believing in his team. His team looks like they're reciprocating that. And if that continues, this is going to be a scary team in the upcoming 3-4 weeks. It is going to be a scary team because as soon as that shit clicks, the shit just clicks. And the next thing you know, it's like magic. Yes. And then if Aaron Rodgers comes back, like, if he finished the year off strong, that's a decision that the Jets got to do. But in my opinion, like if he finishes the season and he's like, damn, he fucking got it on lock and they fucking go on like 6-7 game winning streak, like who knows what could happen? Who could tell? But I do see him. I can't say if he's still the guy yet, but I do see he's making improvements. I feel like he's trying. I feel like he's not that same Zach Wilson we saw last year. That little piece of shit. And obviously that team is not treating him that way neither. And the game is also coming to him as well. And now he's starting to pick up the schemes that they built this team around for a totally different quarterback, and now he's starting to like apply that knowledge and that and his talent and into the plays that he has to do to get his team to win. That's the overall goal, to win these fucking games, man. He has to play his heart out.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. And to piggyback on what you said, that you don't need a star caliber quarterback, you just need your defense, and you just to do what you got to do to get your team in score position. That reminded me of one quarterback. Trent Dilfer. Yes. Worst Super Bowl I ever seen in my life because our Giants got smacked. But Trent Dilfer was trash, bro. I'm sorry. I'm no quarterback. I'm no NFL player. Whatever. But Trent Dilfer was whack, and he got a fucking Super Bowl because of that. A dynamic defense.
Rex Grossman. I mean, they didn't win the championship, but they went to the Super Bowl.
Exactly. And they almost won it too. They almost won it. You know what I mean? You could go down a list of terrible quarterbacks that went to the Super Bowl and won because their defense or whatever. So maybe the Jets could pull it off too. But one thing I've been hearing is that a name that they've been dropping out a lot is Kirk Cousins. You know what I mean? Because Minnesota not playing very well right now, and they just lost Justin Jefferson. I've been hearing Kirk Cousins' name swirl a lot. So, what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think if the Jets wind up trading for Kirk? Is he going to be just a rental, or he could, be the next guy if Aaron doesn't come back fully healthy next year, and then they give up on Zach? Or like, what do y'all feel about all those rumors swirling about Kirk Cousins?
No, all right. So before I get to Kirk, I'm gonna put that over here for one second. I just want to I'm gonna tie it all in. But in terms of Zach, for much of the game, during the KC game, it looked like Nathaniel Hackett, was kind of. Remember we talked about opening up the. Hold on. All right, good night, baby. We talked about Nathaniel Hackett opening up the playbook, right? And it looked like he took the straps off him a little bit and let him be free.
Yeah.
This game, it looked a little bit like he locked him back down and said, "I want you to be a game manager." We talked about that, right? The thing with Zach is, I feel like when he's towards the end of the half, they were playing that 2-minute drill hurry up offense. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
And when he doesn't think, he's methodical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's moving the ball. He's just good throws. He looks great. When he doesn't have time to think, he looks great. When he has time to think, I think he overthinks. He doesn't read his progressions well. He misses a lot of throws. So I think that, like Q said, when you said this, you did it perfectly. The game is starting to slow down for him, 100%. You can see that slowly. The game is starting to slow down for him. I agree with that 100%. He has some good plays. He missed Garrett Wilson on a play that could have been a touchdown. But there was one play, you guys remember this. I want to bring this up. About 19 seconds left, end of the half. They're driving down the field. They were trying to get in field goal range. He misses an inside throw to CJ Uzuma.
Yes.
Should have been on the sideline, but it's more towards the middle of the field. Now, in that time, what are you supposed to do in that? You have to get out of bounds to stop the clock, correct?
Yeah.
That's a big time mental mistake, right? Not only that, after that happens, now they got to run to the line of scrimmage and spike the ball to stop the clock so they can get a field goal, right? Yeah. They don't get to the fucking line of scrimmage in time. So it's these little mental fucking mistakes he's making. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That I believe that will come with time. But let's give him some credit.
Yeah.
He was 6 of 9 on third downs last week. That's pretty fucking good. You know what I'm saying? Better than the motherfucking Giants. You know what I'm saying?
5 for 17.
Yeah, oh shit.
Right? And he made some good throws. He made some bad throws. I felt he was more confident. Offense still needs a lot of work, right? In a nutshell, 5 trips to the red zone, no touchdowns for whatever reason, right?
Yeah. He's maturing. He's maturing. You can tell he matured from last season.
Now let's talk about Kirk Cousins, right? And let's bring this in. Kirk Cousins, I mean, I say no on Kirk Cousins, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when first I thought about it, like, yeah, let's get Kirk Cousins in here. 1, he has a no trade clause I hear. 2, let the kid develop a little bit more. We're starting to see some good things with him. You know what I'm saying? Is he perfect? No. You know what I'm saying? It's his 3rd year, and you're starting to think, is he more Jamarcus Russell or is he more fucking Joe Burrow? He's somewhere in the fucking middle, right?
Nigga Tim Couch.
You know what I'm saying? I say no. What is Kirk Cousins gonna come in here and do?
I mean,
really, what is he gonna do? He's not
score some touchdowns.
Or is he?
I mean, come on. You think he's not, you think if he don't come here, he won't do better than Zach?
Well, listen, okay. He comes in. Let's say we trade from this week, right? How long is it gonna take for him to get used to that offense and that playbook? 3 to 4 weeks, right?
True that.
At least, right?
True that, yes.
So now you're missing a quarter of the fucking season, whatever the fucking is, right? And then Kirk Cousins to me is a slightly above average quarterback, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big Kirk Cousins guy. Why not let this kid develop? We don't know how much longer Aaron Rodgers is going to be around, right? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let him get in there. Let him get some confidence. Aaron's probably only going to play one year. You know what I'm saying? 2 tops. And let's see what this kid got, man. I think I'm not mad at this kid, man. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people say he doesn't understand the playbook and you know, he's not a great QB, but what I've been saying, and I'm with you, Q. I think that he's starting to improve, and I don't pull the rug from under him now. Let's uplift him and prop him up and see what he can do. Now if he goes out there and shits the bed next week, that's a whole nother fucking story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I agree with you 100% on both of y'all takes because I said it last week with Larry. I saw the maturity. I saw what they did last year with him, that he was not holding himself accountable on his play, on his bad play. This year, you could see, especially last week, because he outdueled Pat Mahomes. He outdueled, and me and Larry we both said it. Nobody's outdueled Mahomes since college. Since college, he's the first QB to do. So you could see the maturity, but just because of that, I just can't be like, yeah, he's gonna be the guy for the Jets right now. I just don't trust him. Like I've seen too much of him.
I don't trust him either, but I say enough good things. I think like a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, he's trash. He's trash.
Cape over a garbage can.
Give him his he made some bad plays, but he every time he makes a bad play, he makes an outstanding play. You're like, oh, this kid. First, you're like, oh, this kid is trash. Get this fucking clown out of here. And then he makes a crazy throw because he got a crazy gun and he's accurate. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll make a crazy pass. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be like, yo, this kid could be so good. Yeah. So we don't know yet, but I'm thinking like, do we talk about confidence last week? Confidence is everything, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I go on the court right now and I could be crazy nice, but if I have no confidence, I look like trash.
Yeah, you said that last week. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. The only thing I wish the Jets, and I'm sorry to cut you off, my brother. I apologize. You're good. The only thing I wish the Jets would do for Zach Wilson is open up the playbook for what he was known for coming out of college into the NFL.
Yeah.
He was a runner. You know what I mean? If he didn't have, the first down, he didn't have this guy, he used to run, used to use his legs. And the kid is not using his legs. And if he is, he's just the confidence. He's not using the confidence to use his legs like he used it in BYU. That's why I was so hype on him when he was coming in. I'm like, oh shit, we got a guy that can run. He's like a Russell Wilson 2.0 type shit, but they're just not letting him do that. I don't know why. I don't know if Hackett is not known for that in his system or whatever, or they don't want him to do that so he don't get hurt. But I wish they gave him the leeway to do that. You know what I mean? I don't got this guy open. I don't got that guy open. Let me fucking run it. You know what I mean? Like that.
I think it's too late. I think it's too late right now this season.
Yeah.
Because then you know what goes in that type of playbook is something that's totally different against everything. Because like when you start opening up your quarterback to start running the ball, now you have to start having like a ton of play action. You're gonna do a ton of option plays, whether or not he's gonna. Because then if you're not, then it kind of just defeats the purpose. If he's just gonna like choose a play to run the ball, I mean, for him just to run the ball. If you really want to trick a fucking defense, you're gonna have to have that option. Whether it's either gonna be Wilson running the ball, it's gonna be Hall.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But bringing in Kirk Cousins, I don't think it's gonna save anything. But we got to see what this kid can really do. And that's what I said weeks ago when he came in. Obviously, he's gonna shit the bed. That's what happens. You got to understand. It's a second year, and he didn't even get a whole year to play yet. So we don't even know what he could really do except for his college days. But that's what I mean. But to me, this is like his second year. He's never really played. All he's been doing was playing behind, and then he'll play 1 week and then play another week, and then it's Mike White, and then it's Zach Wilson, and it's Mike White, then it's Zach Wilson. It's like, damn,
Joe
bro,
Flacco,
it's Joe Flacco. It's like, who the it's like, yo, who the fuck is the quarterback, man? You just don't do that, man. You just these guys ain't basketball players. You can't just sit down Randall and put an Obi Toppin and then switch them both. Like, yo, man, like we're gonna have Mike White and Zach Wilson out there at the same time.
You gotta have some type of continuity always,
and that's how it divines the plays. But I feel like he could do it, and I don't even put nothing against him, even if he doesn't play that bad. But look, he didn't even do that. Look, he almost outplayed Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
he had more yards, just didn't have no touchdown. But then again, I would expect Russell Wilson to get down to the red zone and do what he got to do, bro. He's a Super Bowl quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He better get to the red zone.
O-line, though, the O-line is super bagged up, though, bro. Like
for the Broncos or the Jets?
No, for the Jets, man. Makai's questionable. We talked about Vera Tucker. Okay. Yo, I can't stress how much of a loss that is. Vera Tucker's out for the fucking year. Tippmann's back in. Dwayne Brown's getting ready to come back. Dwayne Brown is a turnstile, right? Yeah. He's the equivalent of fucking Evan Neal. You know what I'm saying? So watch that, because in the development, you gotta give him time. You know what I'm saying? So like, is he gonna be running for his fucking life? Is he gonna take a fucking beating? We're gonna see how the offensive line holds up this week. That's key. That's what it starts for everybody.
I agree there too. The only good highlight too I like too is that they started the rookie last week. The guy that they drafted this year, the offensive lineman. I forgot his name. Big boy from no homo from I forgot what college he went to.
Tomlinson. You talking about Tomlinson? Who you talking about? Not Tomlinson.
I forgot his name. Big boy that they drafted, I think from Wisconsin. O lineman. I think in the 3rd, 4th round or some shit like that. 2nd round I forgot what round. I'll be honest. I don't know the fucking stats. You know, if y'all want to hear the right stats, go to ESPN, go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else.
You know what I mean? But I felt like that was a big bright spot for them. But losing Varatucker, that's just fucked up. Like, will Breece Hall continue, you know, getting the chunk of yardage that he was getting the last couple of weeks without Varatucker in there? You know, like, how are they gonna use the offensive line? Because isn't Brown hurt, or they just benched him?
He's hurt.
He's hurt, right? You got Varatucker out. You got
Dwayne Brown. But Dwayne Brown is trash.
He is. And I thought he was gonna do better. Because, you know, he used to be good. He was at one point he was a good O lineman, but I don't know what it is. Maybe injuries piled up, old age, you know, because I don't know what it is, but it's just bad right now. It's just bad right now when it comes to that O-line, man. It's just bad. I wish the O-line was way better. I was arguing with my coworker, with one of my coworkers. He was like, "You need an O-line. You need an O-line." I'm like, "I fuck an O-line," but you know, just as me being naive, you need a fucking O-line in the NFL, man.
We'll see what happens though, man. We'll see. Oh, you talking about Joe Tippmann? Yeah. Joe
Tippmann. That's his name. Yes. Where he from? Wisconsin, right? He came out of Wisconsin. There you go. See?
Tippmann. Yeah. He's gonna be on the right side this week. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna reserve my right to judge anymore. But listen, like I said, I'm a Giants fan, but I root for the Jets too. You know what I'm saying? We all New York here, man. You know what I'm saying? So I wish them the best. Who do they play this week again?
Who, the Jets?
The Jets?
Yeah.
They play the Patriots, huh?
No, the Eagles.
The Eagles. Yeah.
Beat the Eagles, Jets.
LL Cool J.
Help us.
Big L. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're gonna lose this week. But hopefully